Jack and Lauren are a recently married couple. Although they appear to be happily settled in their new home, they don't actually live here.
Well, we don't actually live here per se.
So squatters?
Oh, squatters is such a harsh term. We prefer temporary residents.
It's a nicer ring to it.
Jack and Lauren have been living within several display homes for the past year. Their unorthodox housing methods have created controversy amongst the real estate world.
Well, we never initially thought we'd be living in display homes when we got married.
Well, of course not. I mean, when Lauren and I first met, she was living in a brother's unit and I had a rental apartment.
And then about 3 months before we got married, my brother got a job on a cruise ship and he gave up his unit, so I stayed with Jack.
And by the time we got married, my lease ran out, and that's when we decided to pursue our career in drum acting. And, you know, one thing leads to another, and we're staying in our station wagon in the Kmart car parks.
Sorry, what's drum acting?
Oh, sorry. Drum acting. Actually, it's a type of physical theatre matched to the beat of a drum. We came up with, when did we come up with this concept? Like a year and a half ago, I think?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
And a good friend of ours, River, actually helped us produce this to become what it is today. How did we meet, River?
Oh, that's right. We met each other about a year and a half ago in an acting course, and that's also where we met River Winsong. And he's been helping us out heaps with our drum acting careers and all that.
He gets us gigs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's kind of like our manager or coach.
Yeah, so my name is River Winsong. I am Jack and Lauren's drum acting coach. So I teach their lessons. I don't so much just teach them though or coach them, I experience it with them. Drum acting has been a project of mine now for a few years. It's the amalgamation of both drumming and acting, and it's got elements of dance, it's got, elements of postmodernism, it's got, elements of, non-classical theatre forms, but it's also got none of that as well, because it's brand new. So I'm just sort of developing now, and Jack and Lauren are sort of my first, pupils. We do different gigs. We've done some music festivals. We've done the occasional sort of, I like to call them open invite gigs. Other people might call it busking. We do some open mic nights as well, and it's really great because the thing with drum acting is you're not just working with a scene and working off the energy of the other actor, you're also working off the energy of the drums and letting that affect what happens. So you're not an angry giraffe, you're anger feeling a giraffe, okay? Here we go.
Ever since the couple discovered their passion for drum acting, nothing has come in their way.
So, I mean, when you form such an art as drum acting, you can't just go to your everyday job and have other things on and then just go to drum acting. You actually have to live it, you have to breathe it, you have to eat it, you have to sleep it. And being so dedicated to our art just left no time for a property or a house for us to live in.
So that's why you're staying...
Yeah, display homes.
Well, we never thought that it would turn out like this, but it works for us. It started one day when we decided to check out some new display homes that opened up in the area.
And at this point we were living in our cars and we were pretty tired. We didn't actually mean to, but we accidentally fell asleep on one of the couches and...
Well, no one noticed us, so we woke up in the morning a bit confused until we discovered what had actually just happened. And well, I guess it's just gone from there.
For the past year, Jack and Lauren have been secretly living inside the display homes rather than owning a home of their own.
You see, when I go into a display home, I don't look for what the average person looks for. You see, someone might go, oh, look at this handle, such detail. I go, oh, look at this hiding spot, perfect.
Well, actually, one of the least looked at places is the wardrobe. So generally we hide in here because what? Where did I go? Where am I?
Oh my goodness, where did she go?
I'm just here, Jack.
Oh, Lauren, she's a joker.
I am.
So wardrobes are like the perfect place to hide. You've got so many varieties. I mean, look, now you see me. No, you don't. Perfect.
By figuring out ways of hiding within the homes, Jack and Lauren have saved an estimated $17,000 per year.
10.
Oh,
Perfect.
help me.
Yep.
See, no one would suspect a tent here.
You know, like I said before, it wasn't really about the money. I mean, we need to eat and sleep our acting career, and it just didn't leave room for anything else. But we do have expenses. It's not all free. Like, we have a little bit saved from our previous jobs and some from drum acting gigs that actually pay us.
Yeah, of course we need to spend money on food and things like that.
So people often ask, how do we eat? You know, well, breakfast is sorted because of these little cereal packets. You know, just find some long life milk, chuck it in there and you're fine. And then 2 years ago for Christmas, from Aunt Miriam, we got this little baby. And we thought, oh, that's a bit tacky. But actually, it's a whole picnic set. We've got a cheese knife if we need it. We've got a can opener. We've got a chopping board. We've got cutlery. And I mean, you'd be amazed at the stuff that actually works in these houses.
And you know, if you're lucky, you can find running utilities like water. Fancy.
And you know, sometimes the gas works, sometimes it doesn't. But we actually have a stove in the back of our car that we use.
What about showers?
Well, usually the water's running, but if not, we have to kind of duck down to the local swimming pool or...
Well, even if the water is running, it's generally cold.
Cold! Lauren!
But if we're in a tight spot, Damien
Oh,
Damien helps us out.
He's a great bloke. Well, Damien's one of my friends from high school, and he often helps us out in getting into our homes on a regular basis.
And he doesn't mind it though, because he's actually studying to become an architect, so he enjoys coming to the houses with us.
So what sort of things do you do for the couple?
Well, I've known Jack and Lauren for ages now. I mean, they're like best friends to me. So right as the agent is about to leave, I just ask him stupid questions about the structural integrity of the house. You know, making it more open plan living and everything. And then I pretty much just follow them out of the house and leave Jack and Lauren in there to themselves.
So is there anything else that you do for them?
Yeah, well, sometimes if worse comes to worse, they have to come and stay at my place. But I'm in a share house, so they could only stay for one night or so. I mean, you know, rental agreements and everything, it's stupid. I live with this fool called Natasha, and she doesn't like them being around for too long. If they stay for too long, they've got to pay rent, and they can't do that because they're dedicated to their craft. I mean, it's really silly. You know, one time she was away, and I just let them stay in her bed. It was hilarious.
How do you go about not getting caught?
Well, no one actually thinks to look for us, so no one ever finds us. It's quite simple, actually. And sometimes certain houses have motion sensors, but we've actually found that if you just stay under like 1.5 meters-ish, they don't pick you up.
So do you ever have any close calls?
Well, there is one agent. We think she may have seen us before.
Yeah, she may have caught us once or twice, and I think there might be a few photos out there as well.
Yeah, we would tend not to stay at her houses just in case.
So do you believe it?
Of course I believe it. What is there not to believe? I've seen it with my own eyes. I've even got photos.
So when did you first encounter the couple?
I saw them rustling in the bushes, and that's when I found this.
What's that?
It's a wrapper.
Couldn't that have come from anywhere?
Well, if it could, but it didn't. I saw them. I came and followed them into the house. I saw inside. I saw the vases moved, the photos moved, the pillows were shifted, and the towels were wet.
Does anybody else believe you?
Of course they don't. But what's there not to believe?
Due to Amber's pursuit, Jack and Lauren have come to the realisation that their current lifestyle is only a temporary arrangement.
Well, we know obviously this isn't forever. It's just for now. We can't live like this for much longer, I guess.
This is kind of like a certain chapter in our life. I mean, at one point we might have to hang up our coats and get serious, but in the meantime it works.